How many of you ride your bike during the summer? Riding is a fun and healthy way to get outside. But when you're on your ride, there's always a possibility of getting a flat. Or if you store your bike for over the winter, you might pull out your bike and it has a flat. So today I'm going to show you how to fix a flat on your bike. First, we're going to remove the wheel. Then we're going to take out the old tube. Then we're going to put in a new tube and inflate the wheel. And lastly, we're going to reinstall the wheel back onto the bike. When you know how to fix a flat, you can ride safer and with more confidence. First, I like to wear gloves because you're going to touch probably a dirty tire and a greasy chain. So first, we're going to put the chain into the smallest cog in the back and the smallest one in the front. This creates the most slack into the chain, so it's easiest to get the chain in and out. Next, most of your bikes are going to have a rim brake. So to release this, to get the tire past the brake pads, you're going to just squeeze it together and pull the metal noodle out to the side. And your brake should just come right apart. Next, we're going to take out the wheel. So you should go grab your axle lever and pull this down. This one just popped right out, but if it doesn't, you should just turn this nut until it loosens and pops out. Then you can just grab the chain and move it to the side. So now that we got our wheel out, we can fix the flat. So you got to take off the cap off the valve and find yourself some tire levers or any plastic piece. Then you're going to start at the valve, inserting the first tire lever and taking out one side of the tire. I like to attach it to a spoke so it doesn't move. Then I'm going to grab my second one, go nearby, and do the same thing. Then I'm going to start working my way around the tire, taking out only one side of the tire. Next, you can go to the valve, pull back the tire, and pull out the tube. Then the rest of the tire should just pop right out. Now is the time to look what caused the flat. Usually it might be a thorn or the tube just got old. So check the inside of your tire and make sure there's nothing pokey or sharp in there. So now that we got the tube out, we can put in a new tube. So on the side of the tire, there should be two numbers. This is the diameter and the width of the tire. So write those down and get yourself a new tube. Then pull out the tube and put a little bit of air in it so it keeps its round shape. Then we can go back to the valve, pull back the tire, and put in the valve. Then you put the tire around it and work your way around the tire, not trying to twist the tube or making it bend weirdly. Now we can start putting the tire back in. By doing so, you just start at the valve again and work your way around, just popping it right in. Now this last bit is usually the hardest, so you just got to really push it in there. This one went quite easy compared to other wheels. Next, you can get yourself a floor pump or any way to inflate your wheel. So on the side of this tire, there should be a recommended PSI range. I'd kind of try to aim for the middle of that range, as that usually works best. When I'm inflating the tire, I want to check that the bead all the way around is even. Usually there's just a line, so make sure that is even all the way around. If it isn't, then deflate the tire and reinflate the tire until it pops into place. Then you can just put your cap back on your valve and you got your wheel all set. So next we can reinstall the wheel back onto the bike. To do so is the opposite process like taking it off. You're going to pull back the derailleur and move in the wheel. So we align the chain onto the smallest cog, so when you put it up, you can just pop it right into that smallest one. Then you can just get this quick release kind of tight. It doesn't have to be straight or anything. We'll do that later. Then you can take off the bike off the stand or put it back onto the ground depending on where you have it. You're going to open this quick release again and put some pressure onto the seat, and that wheel should just pop right into place. Then make sure you got this quick release nice and tight. If it isn't, then tighten this nut a little bit and keep working it until it's nice and tight. Then we can go to the brake. Just put that noodle back into that metal piece, and it should be all set. When you know how to fix a flat, you can ride safer and with more confidence. First, we remove the wheel. Then we put in a new tube. Then we put in, then we took out the old tube. Then we put in the new tube and inflated the wheel. And lastly, reinstalled the wheel back onto the bike. Fixing a flat is easy and a very useful skill to know. So next time you're on a ride or you pull your bike out of storage, you know how to fix your flat. Knowing how to fix a flat makes you a better rider and makes your ride more enjoyable.
5:49.
Do you think it's like a free victory laps or in classrooms?
Do a full sprint the bike. Show
Do you have any wheelies?
I'm gonna ride it through the hallway.
Oh yeah.
After school.
Oh yeah.
Be the first full on set.
Yeah.
Right. Officer right.
No, I keep like saying that.
So just log out, we got
How long was that?
5:49.
I knew it was long. I already cut a ton of it out.
I'm pretty sure if I had to show you guys how to change a flat, it would be like 2 days long.
Yeah,
I
no
was gonna say,
kidding.
I'd be pulling up a YouTube video,
I'm like,
watching
and
it with you guys.
it's
figure out
buying a
what
new
to
bike.
do.
Because I don't know.
Today, I'm going to show you guys how to change a flat. I don't actually know, so we're going to watch a YouTube
We're
video
gonna watch
together,
this
and then I'll
5-minute crafts
show you
video.
how.
Tell us how.
5 minutes.
Flick it out.
Then we'll have a pineapple wheel.
Not glue your
Then
wheel
we'll
down.
probably
So
have
like,
two
we
bikes.
don't know how to fix flats or whatever, so we would need like a new bike. That's happened like twice. But like, what we were gonna do, get a new tire?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, we didn't know if we could like find a matching one. So
Okay.
nah, I just went back to the garage sale.
Have one monster truck wheel on the bike and one normal bike wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect bike.
Then you'll be like biking downhill the entire
All the time.
That's like a workout, right?
No, uphill is a good workout.
Switch the tires then.
Yeah, well, there's like the blacks. There's like 2 seconds of black and 2 bleach white.
How many points off was that for the time then?
1, I think, 2,
You need
3.
someone to do a video, Jacob?
You have
You
10
need someone
seconds
to
of
keep
grace
track of the
time.
video for you?
So
Oh.
it'd be 20, 30, 40.
I can do that. Just tell me where to stop and start.
Maybe 3, 4.
Where am I stopping? Where am I starting?
Should just cut it short. Yeah, you guys don't need to reinstall the wheel. Let's go to the conclusion.
No, anyway, do
'Cause
that on your own.
I saw like the 4 minute. I'm like, I'm just gonna finish.
I mean, what are you gonna do? So you guys know how to do it. It's fine.
I don't need to show you how to put it back on.
You already
It's
know how to
fine.
put it on.
I could just imagine Lawrence being like, "Oh shoot, I only have a minute left." Okay, guys, just do the reverse of how you put it on. How to
I
take
thought
it
about
off.
doing that, but I'm like, no, I'm just gonna finish it.
Do the reverse and then
Alright. Jacob is our next speaker. Jacob, you have a question?
No thanks.
Alright, Jacob is ready to rock and roll. Okay. Ed and I's got the time. Jacob, when you are ready.